the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Hi everybody, Tina here with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and I have a really fun card I'm going to do for you guys today. I'm going to be using a couple stamp sets, Snow Days, which is this really fun snowman set, and then I'm going to be using Gorgeous Grunge, and then I'm also going to be using one of my stamp sets from my Paper Pumpkin collection, and it's this stamp set right here, and I use this a lot. Very, very often I use it. So we're going to start with, there's a lot of steps to this video, so it might be a little bit longer than most of my videos. I've taken a piece of real red cardstock and I've cut that 4 1/4, and I'm just going to fold that in half and give it a good crease real quick, and then I'm going to take my corner rounder and I'm going to round all the corners. Okay, so then I have a Whisper White piece, and I've cut this piece at 4 inches by 5 1/4, so it's kind of a nice round, a nice border all the way around the card. So I have a piece of scratch paper right here, and that's because we're going to be doing a lot of heat embossing. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start out with our silver embossing, our silver glitter, and this is from the holiday catalog, and then our heat and stick like embossing powder. So I need my Versamark, and we're going to start out with the Gorgeous Grunge stamp set, and we're going to start out with this stamp from Gorgeous Grunge. Okay, so we get that on there really well. Okay, and then this is the bottom of my card, so I'm going to take Versamark ink, which is a really sticky ink, and I need a new one, or I need I don't think you can re-ink these, I'm not positive, but mine's getting done. So if you look, I'm holding this at a little bit of an angle towards the bottom of this card, and we're going to do that one more time on the other side. Again, at a little bit of an angle, and it's crisscrossing over. And it looks like I got that pretty well. So now we're going to take the heat and stick powder. I've just folded my piece of scratch paper in half, so there's a crease right there. And then I'm dumping this on here. Tap it off. Looks pretty good. And then I can come in. That's already folded, so it'll very easily go right back in there. Okay. And then I'm going to go heat this up with my heat tool, and that's going to melt this. So it's all melted, so it's really hard to see it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take that silver glitter and do the same thing. Flip it over. I just blew on it away from it so I didn't blow all my glitter everywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so then I'm done with that. And I'm still going to need this piece, and I'm actually going to do it this way because we're going to still do some more embossing. So what I like to do is take that off. I just like to take a brush and brush this off a little bit, and then I'm going to hit it one more time with my heat tool, and that just tends to set that glitter a little bit more. So now we have that done. I usually have like a baby wipe I don't like working on a lot of mess. Okay, So now, and I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's, because it's a glittery, wintry card, it doesn't matter if it's perfectly done. So now we're going to move on to using this stamp set. We're going to grab the snowman out of here. Going to put the snowman on my block, and we're going to use the Versamark again, and I'm going to do this upside down. And we're going to set the little snowman right on top of this glitter. Pretty good. Okay, so now I have this Pool Party embossing powder, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the glitter. We're just going to pour this right on there. Flip it over, tap it off, and then we're going to go heat emboss it. So now we have our snowman and we have our glitter down there, and I want to give that a little bit of an opportunity to cool down and just dry. So I'm going to stamp down here, and we're going to take the sentiment Warm Wishes, put this on our block, and I'm going to use Real Red. That's the base color of our card. So our accents are all going to be in Real Red. Putting that right on the bottom, and it is going to go off the card a little bit. And that's okay. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my paper pumpkin stamp, and I'm going to get Smoky Slate out, and I'm going to stamp off and then stamp onto the card, and I want this to look a little bit like snow. Have a little bit more stamping to do. Let's open up Real Red, and we're gonna stamp his little hat in Real Red, just like that. And then we're gonna stamp his arms in Baked Brown Sugar. This is a little bit, you know, quite a few little steps. I think we're done with Real Red. So let's grab Baked Brown Sugar and do his arms. And then I'm going to use Stays On ink, and we're going to stamp right over the embossed blue, the Pool Party embossed blue. So we're going to do his face and his buttons down the front of him in Stays On. And it'll be a little bit slick because that's embossed. So it's gonna, you know, you have to stamp it right down, and then be careful not to smear it because it will be a little wet at first. And then his face, just like that. That's our snowman. We're all done with that. Okay, so next, just a few more things and this card is going to be done. So we're going to take a rhinestone from Basic Rhinestones. We're going to put that on his hat. Just like that. And then are we done? Okay, so then let's flip this over and use some dimensionals. And then this piece is going to go right on the bottom. And that is the card for today. So thank you guys so much for coming by and checking out my video. Make sure you head on over to my website and you can view all of my supply lists, everything I used. And thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.